Hello, my people, my beautiful people. How are you doing? It's a beautiful morning down here. It's a little bit kind of hot, but as always, that's the cost for you. So, for those joining us for the very first time, I welcome you to the platform. Please remember to subscribe, remember to like, to follow, remember to give me those feedbacks. I would really love to hear from you. So, without much further ado, let's dive in. Today, I'm addressing all those issues that women should never, if you can help yourself, thou shalt never at any one point discuss these things that I'm going to mention with your men. One, you should never at any one point discuss your body count. See, usually when you're having those cozy moments, you're having nice times, maybe it's pillow talk, and then your man goes like, what's your body count? Some of us think if I say a few, he would think I'm inexperienced. If I say many, he'll think I'm out there, promiscuous. But let's be realistic. Some of these questions that men ask, they really don't want the answers. And trust me, you're coming in with all the right answers you think might please him. There is no right answer to such questions like, what's your body count? Like, let's be realistic. Are you going to be like 5, 10, 100? I lost count. Like, really now? Mention any number, look in his face, and you come back to tell me. I really love that feedback when he asks and then you offer the answer. Whichever way, these are bullets that need to be dodged. At any one point, don't you ever respond to the body count question. If it's less, that's an issue. If it's more, it's also an issue. Either way, it's an issue. So please avoid. Another thing, never at any one point should you discuss your family members. Yes, we all come from families that have a little bit of ish. Some family members are not so good. Some of them are so not welcoming. Some of them are wayward. Whichever way, your family members should not be discussed in form of their business. No matter how bad they might be, please never water them down. Never tramp upon them with your men. See, someone calls you from home and you're like, this one also keeps calling and calling. She's like this and this. She's like that and that. He's like this and this. This man is listening quietly. You're disrespecting your parents. You're talking about your parents and their shortcomings with your men. Wait until that day when you have a misunderstanding and you want to call your parents and you'll be like, what can you tell me about your parents? These are people who you can't respect. How do you expect me to respect them? And yes, he is right, because how do you expect me to respect your parents if you yourself can't respect them? See, you teach people how to treat you. So if you want to be treated right, treat yourself right. If you want to have your parents respected, respect them first. So while you're busy there discussing your family members, please be mindful of what you put out there. How is it going to come back at you? Is it in a positive manner, positive attitude, or is it just going to blow you out? Another thing, never at any one point should you discuss your friends. You see, tell me who you work with and I'll tell you your ways. Most of us, we don't say much about ourselves, but the people we move around with have our story. So I look at you, I look at your friends, what they do, and I know what you do. So here you are, you with your men, you having dinner, and you're talking about each and every one of your friends, what they do for a living, their challenges, who they're dating, how they're behaving in their relationships, how they behave out there. He is quietly listening and indulging you to speak more. He doesn't need to ask you about yourself. You've already told him who you are through your friends. Because why would you hang around people that are different from you? Birds of the same feathers, they flock together. So if you're hanging around with such kind of people, chances are you're more like them, if not one of them. So if you mention the character defects, you're mentioning your own. So please be mindful what you tell your men about your friends. Besides, who wants their business discussed? Like, these are your friends. They cover for you. You should cover for them. So if you're putting out their business out there, would you be offended if they put yours out there? Ah, girl child, be mindful. No matter how promiscuous your friends might be or how holy they might be, try to keep some information to yourself. It will do you good in the future. Another thing you should avoid discussing with your man. When your man is having an argument with his mother, girl child, not at any one point in your miserable, pathetic life, sorry life, should you be part of that conversation. What am I saying? Like, we always want to come out smart, to be supportive in the wrong way. You see, boys are for their mothers at all times. It's very rare to find a man that doesn't get along with his mother. It's very rare. They love their mothers to bits. Before they can love you, they love their mothers more. And now they are having a misunderstanding with the mother and you chipping in, talking about their mothers. That's a no-go zone for you, girl child. It is a no-go zone. You don't come between a mother and son. If you try that, this fine morning, your man goes to visit his mother and he's made his favorite meal. I wait, a man's heart is through their stomachs, through their tummy. So he's having this sumptuous meal that the mother's made and he's talking about you, and then all of a sudden he goes, and you know what, mom? So and so said this and this about you. Honey said this and this about you. Girl, are we safe? Are we still safe with our mother-in-law? So that's a no-go zone for you. He can rant on and on and on till eternity. The least you can do is nod your head and grunt here and there to let him vent out. That's not your space. Your unsolicited advice will land you into deep. So avoid such situations. Another thing never to discuss with your men, your exes. There is a reason why they're your exes anyway. I mean, if they were so good, why are you not with them? You with this man. So what does it say? It says a lot. They are not in this space. Don't drag them into this space. You keep comparing your men with your exes. Why are you not with your ex again? You keep telling him of how you used to behave with your ex. You go to a restaurant and there you go. Yeah, I remember this place. I know the waiter. We used to go there with so and so, my ex. Really now? You hanging out, you're trying to have a good time. This is our song. So and I used to enjoy this music with him. Really? Woman, don't. He's an ex. Keep him in the X files. There is no reason why you're bringing him into conversation with your man. What are you trying to do? If he was good enough, like I said, you would have been with him. You with this man. Respect this man enough. This man might be polite. He might be well raised. He won't say nothing. Sometimes men don't say stuff. They do stuff. Turntables. He's talking about his exes. Would you love it? The only times women want to hear about men's exes is when they're saying bad things about them. We don't want to hear an ex talking about their ex, like our spouses talking about their exes in a positive way. We only love the dirty stuff. When the tea comes, we don't want that. That's when our faces change. That's when we want topics changed. But look, a while ago, you were very busy talking about how your ex used to knock you good, how he used to treat you right, how he was such a gentleman. On and on and on you went. While this man sat and endured it all. So it's his turn and you don't want to listen. So to avoid such scenarios where you're going to start comparing yourself to someone's ex, And in some scenarios, because your self esteem is so low, you might feel like she was way better than you. You admit it to yourself, but not to your man, and you start acting out. Please don't. Please don't. Just don't bring up your exes in conversations. No one wants to know about your exes. Keep them where they are. They are dead. They just bury them. The dead are supposed to be buried. There is no way you're going to hang around with the dead when you're the living, unless, of course, you're dead too. Another thing not to discuss with your man. Now, this one comes in most especially when we least expect it, but it comes in anyway. When you feel like you shouldn't discuss it, but you apparently discussing it. This is about your defaults, the defaults that led to your last breakup, your failures, how bad you've had it in the past relationships. Yes, you might sound like you unlucky, they always leave you. It's piteous to begin with, and everyone would be like, oh, sorry, they didn't love you, right? Well, let's be realistic. It takes two to tango. And if by any chance he treated you bad, you gave him that pedestal. So please, whatever went bad in that past relationship, keep it buried. You're opening a new chapter. Stick to this new chapter. Stick to it to the last bit. Try to avoid all your shortcomings in the past relationships. There you are, you seated, having a good moment, or in bed, pillow talk, and then you start going about how so-and-so used to beat you up. See, subconsciously you're teaching this man that you want that doesn't listen, that needs to be hit. He didn't know you could be hit. He treated, before he was looking at you in a different version, and now he turns and he says you're different. Girl child, don't. Whichever shortcomings you had in the previous one, learn from them. They're not to be mentioned. Yes, he might be inquisitive. He wants to know what led to the breakup. Find something to say. So long as it's not going to make you look needy, look desperate, and look an easy target. Another thing, not to mention at any one point with your man. Whoa. Never come to a man accusing him of cheating when you don't have evidence. As in, when I say evidence, concrete evidence. Girl child, you need to have evidence. You just don't come with, cheap talk. You just don't come with lip service. You need to have evidence before you come out accusing a man of cheating on you. And let's be realistic. Why would you tell a man that, he's cheating on you? He's going to say, no, it wasn't him. At any one cost, boy child is going to be like, it wasn't him. And in you telling him that, he's cheating on you, you're telling him to up his game. Next time, he'll know better. He'll know that his usual techniques you've mastered. So please, you need to come with concrete evidence if you're going to accuse someone. If you don't, this is when the gaslighting is going to begin. He's going to be like, you're concocting stories. You don't have it straight upstairs. You're lying. You're not sure. And then you're going to start questioning yourself, questioning what you saw, that you didn't even record, what you know against what he's saying. This is when manipulation is going to come in. The next time you catch him cheating, he'll be like, you remember last time? You said the same thing. Girl child, have enough evidence. Have enough evidence. Just don't come with lip service. The irony of it all is that he'll say it wasn't him, and because you're still into him, you're going to accept all his, denials. You're going to start questioning your sanity. Gaslighting has hit. And what good has it brought? He's upped his game. Next time he's smart at the game. And there you are. left confused, wondering if what you saw was the real thing. But in the real sense, whatever you saw was real, only you didn't have evidence. So be with evidence if you're going to confront someone of cheating. Otherwise, just don't. Another thing, never to address when you're with your person is how much you earn. See, men are funny. Sometimes you meet a man and you want to prove a point. Most of us all really love to prove ourselves. We go out there on a date and we want to prove how good we have it, how more fancier, elegant we are. And we're going to mention how much we're earning. So the man is going to look at you and he's going to realize maybe you're earning more. And he'll be like, okay. And then you'll ask him how much he's earning, and he'll be like, a little bit here, a little bit there. He's going to be vague. Girl, child, that your sir is going to pay all the bills. You're going to pay the bills. Why? Because he knows you have money. So that in the middle of the month, there is an advance that comes in. He's going to make sure it's well utilized. They know how to play smart. He's going to chip in a little bit, and he'll be like, things are not working good. I'm having it hard. Because he didn't mention a figure, he'll be like, yeah, he paid for the electricity, he paid for the water, he paid for the heat. Well, let's be realistic. How much is he chipping in? You're paying for the rent, you stocking the house, you doing all the shoppings, you paying school fees, literally all the children's school fees. Be cautious. Be modest sometimes. You lose nothing when you tone it down. See, you're just getting to know each other. Don't put it all out there. Finances are very tricky. I'll come in another video and we'll discuss the finances. So, my sister, there's certain things, a lot of things that we need to always steer around, away from when we're talking to our men. Because these things always come to bite. So whatever way, whichever way, try to be cautious. Try to be awake in these conversations. Don't be so smitten that you lose it in there and forget yourself and start rumbling and running your mouth anyhow. Remember, I'm only responsible for what I say and not for what you understand. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next. I love you.